Hi, I'm Brenda Mancil, a very experienced realtor with RE/MAX Premier in Plano. I service the Plano, Dallas, North Dallas, Frisco, Salina, and most suburbs in Dallas, Collin, and Denton counties. What we're going to talk about today is location mistakes to avoid when buying a home. Now, we've all heard about location, 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 that's the most important thing to look at when you are buying a home, but I want to focus on the areas to avoid, because you might get a deal when you're buying in one of these kind of questionable locations, but just remember, when you go to sell, you're going to have to give a break to the buyer too, for the same reason that you got a deal when you purchased. So the first location that I would avoid buying in, if at all possible, is if the home backs or fronts a busy street, a tollway, or a highway. There's going to be noise a lot of times throughout the day and night, congestion, and then also it can be dangerous for your kids and your pets. The next thing is next to an active railroad track. Again, there could be noise at night, horns blowing, and there could be a safety factor involved there, and it could take you a little longer to sell a property that backs or sides to a railroad track. The third thing is maybe next door to an apartment complex. Not always bad, but it could be more neighbors than you bargained for, and a lot of older apartment complexes are not kept up by management or even owners that change hands over the years. And then the fourth thing I would say is avoid buying on the same street or across the street from a elementary school or a middle school. You might think that's a great investment when you're doing it, but I've heard so many people over the years say, if I had it to do over again, I would never buy in that location. Because what you don't think about at the time is the morning drop-offs and the afternoon pickups and the congestion that creates. And especially if you don't have kids of that age. So, I mean, there are other things to think about, but those are just four of the things that we touched on today. So remember, you always want to buy with resale in mind. So if you're getting a deal today, you're going to have to pass that deal on when you go to sell it. So if buying a home is in your future, give me a call so we can sit down and strategize about what's most important for you, and also areas to focus on and areas to avoid. Brenda Mancil, RE/MAX Premier, 214-679-1772. Thanks.